Good evening students, welcome back. Welcome to the Abacus Maths. I am your Abacus teacher Miss Garima Singh. So students, our today's topic is Big Friends Method Addition. In my last video, we have discussed these big friend formulas of addition. Now, in today's video, we will do the sums related to this topic. Now students, besides the big friends, I have drawn this abacus tool. Now as you can see that today I have drawn 3 rods. One is units rod or you can say ones rod. Second is tens rod and the third is the hundreds rod. Students, in my previous videos, we have not used this hundreds rod. Now today, in our sums, we will use this hundreds rod because these sums are of big friend formulas. So, in this formulas, we will use this hundreds rod. Now, as you can see that I have written the friends here. These friends will help you to form the formulas. Now, both of these formulas or you can say friends we will use in this topic. Now kids, you will think that the topic is big friends method. So, why we will use small friends? Now students, the most important thing, just keep it in your mind that you will give the preference to the small friends only. Yes, in your sums, you will try to use the small friends first of all. When you can't apply small friends, then you will take the help of big friends. Yes, just keep it in your mind that if you will lack any beat, then first of all you will go for the small friends. You will take the help of small friends. If you can't apply small friends in your sums, then you will go for the big friends. Students, in our today's big friends method topic, we will use these 3 big friend formulas. Yes, our today's sums are based on these 3 big friend formulas only. We will do the sums related to plus 7, plus 8 and plus 9. So, in our today's video, we will use these 3 big friend formulas and the rest of the big friend formulas we will use in the next video. So kids, let's start our topic with the first sum. You will get it more when we will do this sum. So kids, this is our first sum. As you know that our first row will go on ones rod and the second row will go on tens rod. Now kids, some difference is there in this big friends method. You will start your sum from tens rod. Yes, so we will start adding our number from the tens rod first of all. Now add 2 first of all in your tens rod. See, tens rod 2. 2 means we will put the 2 beat up. 1, 2. Now add 7. 7 in ones rod means units rod or you can say ones rod. So for 7, first of all add 5 and 2 from down. 6, 7. 5, 6, 7 and this is completed. Now next you have to add 4 in tens rod. Now you have to add 4 here tens rod, but you can see that the beads are not there. So when the bead is not there, you are lack of beads. So what you will use? You will use the formulas. Now don't rush for the big friend formula. I have told you that first of all use the small friend formula. Now for adding 4, what is the formula? First of all, for adding any number in small friends, you add 5. And then you subtract the friend. Now who is the friend of 4 in small friends? 1. So you will apply this small friend formula here. Understanding kids? First of all, you will apply small friends. When you can't apply small friends, then you will take the help of big friends. Now apply this. Now first of all add 5 in tens rod. 5 means put the 5 beat down. And then minus 1. Minus 1 means 1 beat down. And your 4 is added. Now add 0 in ones rod. 0 means nothing. Now this is completed. Now add 1 in tens rod. 1 means put the 1 bead up. Now add 9 in ones rod. Now ones rod you have to add 9, but you can see that 5, 6, 7 is already added. Now again there is lack of bead. You have to add 9. Now think that in small friend formulas there is no 9. There is only 1, 2, 3 and 4. So now there is no formula for 9 in small friends. So we will use the first formula, plus 9 is equals to plus 10 minus 1 in our sum. Plus 9 is equals to plus 10 minus 1. Now kids, before applying the formula, the main thing is when you add 10, you add 10 in one rod up. Means if you have to add 9 in ones rod, then you will add 10 in tens rod. If you have to add 9 in tens rod, then you will add this 10 in hundreds rod. Means every time this 10 will add in one rod up. Like you have to add 9 in ones rod. So first of all you have to add 10. The first number which you will add is 10. Now you will add this 10 in tens rod because your 9 is in units rod. See, 9 you have to add in units rod or ones rod. So you will add this 10 in this tens rod. So add 10. Add minus 1. Minus 1 from the same rod. Now 9 from ones rod. So minus 1 from ones rod. Again I am repeating kids. 10 you have added in tens rod and minus 1 you have done from the same rod here. Now your 9 is added. Nothing you have to do. You have used this big friend formula of addition. Now next you have to add 1 in tens rod. Now 1 bead is there. You can add directly. Now next you have to add 2 in ones rod. 2 means 2 beads up. 1, 2. And this is your answer. Now hundreds rod we have not used. We will count in tens. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And 5, 6, 7, 8. So your answer is 98. Two things kids. You have to remember, the first thing is you will use the small friends first, and if you can't apply small friends then you will go for the big friends. And the second thing, whenever you will add 10, you will add 10 in one rod up. And the subtraction you will do from the same rod. Now we will move for the second sum. Now you can see kids, it's your second sum. Now first row will go in ones rod and the second will go in tens rod. Now let's start the sum. First of all add 1 in tens rod. 1 means put the 1 bead up. Now add 4 in ones rod. 4 means put the 4 beads up. See 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 4. Now this is completed. Now next add 9 in tens rod. Now you can see kids that there is no 9 bead here. See 1 we have already added. So 5, 6, 7, 8 is remaining. So how you will add 9? Now for adding 9 you will take the help of this big friend formula. For adding 9, first of all add 10 and minus 1. Now the first number which we will add is 10 and we will subtract the friend. Now who is the friend of 9? 1. So we will subtract 1. Now first of all add 10. Now I have told you that whenever you will add 10, you will add 10 in one rod up. So for adding 9 in tens rod, you will add 10 in this hundreds rod. So put 1 bead up. Yes, 9 you have to add in this rod. So 10 you will add in this rod. 1 rod up. Now minus 1 you will do from the same rod. Same rod means this tens only. Minus 1, put the one bead down. And this is added, nothing you have to do. Now add 3 in one's rod. 3 in one's rod. See, 3 you will not add in this tens rod. No, 3 you have to add in one's rod. So you can see kids that 3 is not there. Lack of bead again. Now for adding 3, use the small friends. You are quite familiar with the small friends. In previous videos also, you have done lots of sums with the help of small friends. So for adding 3, what you have to do, the first number which you have to add is 5 and subtract the friend. Now who is the friend of 3? 2. So use this. Now first of all add 5 in one's rod. And minus 2. Minus 2 in one's rod because you have to add 3 in one's rod. Plus 5 minus 2. And your 3 is added. Now next add 6 in tens rod. See tens rod 6. 6 you can add, bead is there. 5 and 1 from down. This is done. Now add 1 in one's rod. 1. This is done. Now minus 1 in tens rod. Minus 1 in tens rod means 1 you have to subtract here. Now next 2. 2 you have to subtract. Just take care of the sign. 2 be down. And now count. This is completed. Now count. See 1 in hundreds rod. 5 in tens rod. And 5, 6 in units rod, or you can say ones rod, and this is your answer. So, you have used the big friends and small friends both in this sum. Now kids, let's move to the third sum. Now kids, this is your third sum. As you know, the first row will go in ones and the second row will go in tens rod. Now, let's start. Add 6 in tens rod. So 6 means 5 and 1 from down, 6. Now add 3, put the 3 bead up. See 1, 2, 3. Now this is completed. Now next add 1 in tens rod. See 1 means put 1 bead up. Same. Add 5 in one's rod. Add 5 means put the 5 bead down. I hope kids you are doing this sum with me. Very nice. Now this is completed. Now subtract 6. See, just take care of the sign. Subtract 6 from tens rod. 6 means put the 5 bead back to its place. 5 and 1 also. Now, subtract 5 from one's rod. 5 means put the 5 bead back to its place. Now this is completed. Now next you have to add 2 in tens rod. So add 2 means put the 2 beads up. And then you have to add 8 in one's rod. Now one's rod 8. See, 1, 2, 3 we have already added. So there is lack of bead and you have to add 8. Now we will move to our next big friend formula, which is plus 8 is equals to plus 10 minus 2. Plus 8 is equals to plus 10 minus 2. And we will use this big friend formula here for adding 8. See, the first number which you have to add is 10 and you have to subtract the friend. Now who is the friend of 8? 2. So you are subtracting 2. Now add 10. Now you know that you have to add 10 in one rod up. So 8 you have to add in one's rod. So 10 you will add here in tens rod. So add 10. 10 added. Now minus 2 from the same rod. 1, 2. And now your sum is completed. Nothing you have to do now. Now count. See, hundreds rod we have not used. 1, 2, 3, 4 in tens rod and 1 in units rod, and 41 is your answer. In this sum, here you have used the big friend formula. Now we will move to the fourth sum. Now kids, this is your fourth sum. Now as you know, our first will go in ones rod and the second will go in tens rod. Now, first of all add 1 in tens rod. 1 means put the 1 bead up. Then add 6 in ones rod. 6 means 5 and 1 from down 6. Now add 4 in tens rod. See, 4 you have to add in tens rod, but you can see only 1, 2, 3 bead is there. So for 4 use the small friend. What is a small friend? First of all add 5 and subtract the friend. Now who is the friend of 4? 1. So subtract 1. Now let's apply this formula here in tens rod. Now first of all add 5 and subtract the friend. Now subtract 1 and your 4 is added. Now add 0 in ones rod. 0 means nothing. Now 1 in tens rod. 1 means put the 1 bead up. Now add 3 in ones rod. 3 means put the 3 beads up. 1, 2, 3. Now this is completed. Now add 2 in tens rod. 2 you can add, bead is there. 1, 2. Then add 8 in ones rod. Now you can't add 8 because 5 is already added. Now for 8 use this big friend. That is plus 8 is equals to plus 10 minus 2. Now first of all add 10. Now 10 you will add in one rod up. Now 8 you have to add in ones rod. So 10 you will add here in tens rod. Added. Now minus 2 in the same rod means ones rod. 1, 2. Now count. See, hundreds rod we have not used. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 here and 5, 6, 7 in ones rod, and 97 is your answer. Now kids, we will move to the next sum. Now kids, this is your fifth sum. As you know, this will go in ones and this will go in tens rod. Now let's start. 1 you will add in this tens rod, so put the 1 bead up. Now 2 you will add in ones rod, so 2 means put the 2 beads up. As you can see that I am starting the calculation from this tens rod, so you will also start the calculation from here only. Now this is completed. Now next add 2 in tens rod. 2 means put the 2 beads up. Now 0 means nothing, so this is completed. Now next add 7 in tens rod. Now you can see that only 5, 6 bead is there. So how you will add 7? Now for 7 you will use this big friend formula. What is the big friend formula for 7? First of all you have to add 10 and then you have to subtract the friend. Now who is the friend of 7? 3. So you will subtract 3. See, plus 10 minus 3, plus 10 minus 3. Now add 10. Now I have told you that you will add 10 in one rod up. Yes. So you have to add the 7 in tens rod. So you will add 10 one rod up means in this rod. One rod up. Now next minus 3 from the same rod. Same rod means tens rod. 1, 2, 3. And then your 7 is added, nothing you have to do. Now your 7 is added, nothing you have to do now. Now add 6 in ones rod. For 6 add 5. and 1 from down, 6. Now add 2 in tens rod. 2 means put the 2 beads up. Now add 8. See, 5, 6, 7, 8 is already added. So how you will add 8? So use this big friend for adding 8. For adding 8, the first number which you will add is 10 and subtract the friend. Now who is the friend of 8? 2. So subtract 2. You can form this formula by yourself, kids. You only have to learn the friends. Now first of all add 10 in this ones rod. Now for adding 10, you will add in one rod up. So you have to add this 8 in ones rod. So you will add 10 here. One rod up. Then minus 2 from the same rod. 1, 2. And this is completed. Now count. See, 1 in hundreds rod, 1, 2, 3 in tens rod, and 5, 6 in ones rod. So this is your answer. I hope students you are getting this big friend formula sums. Now we will move to the last sum, kids. Now kids, this is your last sum. This will go in ones rod and this will go in tens rod. Now add 1 in tens rod. See, for adding 1, put the 1 bead up. Now add 8 in ones rod. 8 means put the 5 bead down, 5, and 6, 7, 8. 3 from down. 1, 2, 3. Now add 2 in tens rod. 2 means put the 2 beads up. 1, 2. And then add 1 in ones rod. 1 means put the 1 bead up. Now add 5 in tens rod. 5 means put the 5 bead down. Then add 7. Now you can see that 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is already added. Now how you will add 7? For adding 7, you will use this big friend. Plus 7 is equals to plus 10. The first number which you will add is 10. And subtract the friend. Now who is the friend of 7? 3. So subtract 3. Now add 10. Now 10 you will add in one rod up. See, 7 you have to add in one's rod. So 10 you will add here. Add 10. And then minus 3 from the same rod, one's rod. 1, 2, 3. And this is completed. Now minus 2 in tens rod. Minus 2 means put the 2 bead down. And then minus 1. Minus 1 means put the 1 bead down. And this is completed. Now count. See, 5, 6, 7 in tens rod and 5 in ones rod. So your answer is 75. With this sum, we have completed our today's topic, which is big friend formula addition, and we have taken these 3 formulas today, plus 7, plus 8 and plus 9. Now with this sum, students, we have completed our 3 big friend formulas, that is plus 7, plus 8 and plus 9. In my next video, we will take the rest of the big friend formulas. I hope kids you get my today's video. With this video, I have given you one practice PDF. Do that practice PDF in your Abacus notebook, and please students use the tool. Make sure students you watch every single video and stay tuned to my video to learn more concepts. Thank you.